to hit a seam here. You've got to find a seam.
He's back. Thomas is there. He slipped away from Thomas. Craig back, throws it. One in the end zone.
Touchdown!
Touchdown, Seahawks!
Touchdown, 10-0. Cincinnati 10-yard line. Best penetration. Craig back the pass. Little pump fake. Now looks, throws to the end zone. There it is. Touchdown, Seahawks! Craig back to pass again. Home run ball goes in the end zone with a touchdown, Seahawks, the Blaze! Back to pass goes Craig. Couple of steps back. Lost one in the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks, the Largent! First and 10 at the Patriot 46. Craig a play fake. Back to pass. Throwing deep up the right side. Largent's in front. Does he have it? He does! Touchdown, Seahawks! Here's Craig. Couple of steps back. Throws one down toward the left sideline in the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks, the Blaze!
Dave Krieg had the kind of career that kind of just blends into the scenery. I would challenge you, give me one highlight moment from Dave Krieg's career. I can't remember any.
I would challenge Don Banks to tell me if he's ever been to Seattle.
He slipped away from Thomas. Craig back, throws it. One in the end zone.
Touchdown!
Touchdown, Seahawks!
Lost one in the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks, the Largent!
A lot of people don't really look at David Krieg because he played in Seattle, and I think Seattle is just west of the Hawaiian Island.
84-85, ground chuck. All they do is run. Dave Krieg throws for 7,400 yards in those 2 seasons and 59 touchdowns. Pretty good for a ground-based offense.
What's this thing about Chuck Knox being conservative? Somebody once said, ground what?
Check his career statistics. They're better than most of the quarterbacks who are in the Hall of Fame. He was short, and he played on a team that only went to the playoffs a couple of times, but statistically, he was one of the finest passers ever.
Chargers rush only 4. Craig goes with a pass in the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks!
Dave Krieg is kind of a compiler. He has a lot of good stats, but I don't know if he belongs on your list.
When you really look at his numbers and when you look at what he did for the Seattle organization, I think he has every right to be on this list.
Krieg kind of turned that franchise around, and he was a good player. I think he still fumbled more than anybody else, didn't he?
When our number 8 quarterback left the game, no quarterback had been sacked more and no quarterback had fumbled more.
David Krieg is just one fumble away from the NFL record of all time.
I remember Dave Krieg as being the best quarterback in the NFL to sack.
Good quarterback, good arm. The problem is small hands equals lots of fumbles.
I think it's because I got hit a lot. I think it's because if you get hit hard enough, you're going to fumble the ball. So I don't think it has nothing to do with small hands.
What you talking about, Willis? Dave Krieg is just one of 10 quarterbacks to throw for over 20,000 yards in the 80s, and his 169 touchdown passes ranks 4th in the decade.
Came out of nowhere, came out of Milton College in Wisconsin.
A college that doesn't even exist today. It's not that they got rid of their football program, they got rid of the whole college.
Well, Krieg currently is the 2nd highest rated passer in the AFC, and he's done Milton proud.
Krieg never said no mas. The poster boy for perseverance ended up in 3 Pro Bowls.
The very first one in 1984, I got voted into that thing with Marino and myself. I'm like, Dan Marino and Dave Krieg from Milton College? I'm going to the Pro Bowl?
Dave just had an ability to make plays. He could see things on the field that nobody else could see. Dave found a way to pull a rabbit out of his hat again and again and again.
Craig fumbles the snap. There's a scramble for it. Nearly fielded by Durant. Craig gets it back at the 20.
Here's a guy that was maybe 6 foot tall and not particularly fast. Didn't have a particularly strong arm. I think Dave should be really proud of the career that he had.
A street fighter guy. He's an unselfish guy that the team rallies around. He's young. He needs maturity that comes with playing. But I think he's got all the qualities to be an excellent quarterback.
He had played collegiate football at a school that no longer even exists. But tiny Milton College would be hard-pressed to find a better standard bearer than David Krieg. Krieg made mistakes, but he also won ball games. And by season's end, he ranked as the number 2 passer in the conference. Krieg consistently found pass targets Charlie Young, Paul Johns, and Byron Walker. But his most impressive accomplishment was his ability to successfully lead a team that was still searching for its own identity.
I'm just intense and try and call the play right. I get caught up in the game. I just like to have fun out there.
Seahawk football became fun football in 1983.